Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. On today's video, this is going to be my top 10 gifts for the Offroader this holiday season. So these are just some ideas for gifts that I thought would be good purchases if you have an Offroader or mechanic in your life that you're looking to buy for. Not an extensive list, but this is just kind of the thing I threw together and things that I think are really useful on the trail, and if you don't have them, then it can make for a little bit longer day. All right, everybody. So item number one is going to be a tire deflator kit. I got this on Amazon. I want to say it was about $25, $30 when I bought it. Prices could have changed because it has been a while. But in the kit, you get a really nice tire gauge, some spare parts for your valve stems, and most importantly, you get the deflators. Now these are basically, they're just a spring inside and it goes onto your valve stem. You set the pressure of the tire that you want, and then you set this top portion to set the actual tire pressure, and then there's a locking ring so it doesn't move. So then, next time you go off-road, you can then throw this on the valve stem. It will automatically deflate that tire to whatever pressure you set it at, and then stop. So you can do all 4 tires and then get other stuff ready while you're getting ready to go off-road. Because you should be airing down when you do go off-road. Makes for a much better ride and better contact patch. There's lots of advantages. But that's item number one I would recommend for an off-roader gift. Okay, everybody. Item number two is something that I don't always have with me, and I usually forget them, but a good set of mechanics gloves. So any brand you want, you can go from mild to wild on these, but the important thing is to have them because they help when you're working on a vehicle so you don't get dirty, or if something's hot, like, you know, going up against exhaust. But also too, when you're doing recoveries, you know, you're dealing with winch lines and ropes and snatch blocks, and you're probably climbing up through brush. So a good set of gloves is really helpful, protects your hands, and can basically, you know, save your digits if something happens. So good set of gloves is something that I always recommend having in your recovery kit. Okay, item number three, I actually don't have, but one of my buddies does, and it is something that I highly recommend getting, and I plan on getting it, and it would be a great gift, hint hint wife, but that is the BJ Buddy. What that stands for is the Bottle Jack Buddy. It is a set of attachments that go on the bottle jack. There is a part that goes so it can support underneath an axle tube. They have pads that will increase the surface area for the base so it doesn't sink down into the mud, sand, that kind of thing. But good little kit, because what happens with the bottle jacks is when you raise up the vehicle, they extend and then they get tippy so they can go left or right. So if it's more of a secure connection between the ground, the jack, and the vehicle, it can save it from tipping over, and that would be a bad day on the trail, especially if you're underneath of it. So nice safety item and good piece of kit to have with you. All right, everybody, item number 4 on my list are going to be soft shackles and a kinetic rope. Kinetic ropes have gotten a lot of popularity here recently. A lot of the big YouTubers, they use them, and they are really effective because you don't have that immediate jolt of force pulling on something that's stuck. It's a little bit more of a gradual and kind of a slingshot idea with the kinetic rope. So the idea is that you don't break things as easily. It just stretches and then contracts, and it gets you momentum. So can't tell you how many times somebody's been stuck or hung up or, you know, doing something with recovery and somebody else, hey, you got a soft shackle. These usually don't run too much. Obviously don't get the bottom of the barrel. It just depends on your budget, of course. Having one is better than not having one. And but the sky's the limit. I mean, you can spend a good amount of money on something like this. So main thing is, you know, look at some reviews before you purchase anything, not just the soft shackle or the kinetic rope, but make sure it's properly sized to the vehicle. So, you know, if it says that it's only rated to do 1,000 pounds and you've got a 10-ton Suburban, it's probably not going to work out too well. So make sure that it's balanced for the vehicle that you're looking to recover. Okay. So next on the list, as all you know, if you watch the channel, I'm a huge radio guy. So one of the best radios I think that you can get, especially starting out, is the Baofeng UV5R. The nice thing with this radio is that it kind of comes about like this, and this is a good compact size, but you can get extended batteries, you can get longer antennas. I mean, I got one right here hanging out, a whip antenna. So extremely customizable. A lot of people use them. Technically, you do need your ham license to use just the straight ham version. I think that there are some GMRS versions out now. So you want to make sure that you are getting the correct type of radio, but bang for the buck. They've been around for a long time. Highly, highly recommend. That is a basic radio. Now, again, just like our Kinetic Rope, sky's the limit. You can spend a lot more on a handheld, but starting out, off-roader, perfectly fine. All right, everybody, so number 6 on the list, you do want to know if your off-roader has a camera system, because that's going to kind of dictate what you buy as far as accessories, but accessories for their camera system. So for instance, I use a GoPro, so I've got some GoPro accessories, so I can, you know, mount this on anything. It will bend and fold, and this one's got a suction cup, so it'll go on windows. If you get magnetic mounts, because I mean, if you don't videotape your off-road adventures, how will anyone know that you're an off-roader? But no, I joke. But again, it's a good kind of a simple gift that you don't have to go out and buy the camera if you don't want to, but a lot of the accessories, they do add up in price. So could be a very economical solution to give a gift and helps out that person. And if it was me, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, kind of in that same vein, as far as the camera accessories, just about everybody has a smartphone these days. A lot of people run tablets. So getting some sort of mounting solution for their tablet, for their cell phone. Personally, I've got the box over here. I'm a big fan of Bullet Point. That's what I run in my Wrangler, and they have been rock solid. With this tablet mount, for, let's say, it has a ton of adjustability. I've got a bigger tablet to run Onyx, so it's easier for me to see while I'm, you know, driving or bouncing down the trail. And this has a lot of adjustability. It holds it really well. I mean, it's good quality stuff. There are other brands out there that also make great products. Bullet Point is just the one that I went with because they're from Ohio, which is where I'm from. And I did meet with one of the reps, and they were super helpful and friendly at one of the trade shows. So can't say enough about the quality of the Bullet Point. I want to say bulletproof. It's Bullet Point product. So if you don't have an option to hold your phone on your vehicle, they don't just do Jeeps, but trucks and Universal. But highly, highly recommend. Number 7 on the list are going to be personal lighting devices or flashlights. When we go off-road, sometimes you don't know how long it's going to be. Could start out during the day, could end at night. These stick lights I got at Harbor Freight are fantastic. You can get them online on Amazon as well. A good just handheld flashlight is always good. And then headlamps too, because sometimes you need light and you have to work with both of your hands. So I'm not going to get into flashlights because that is, I mean, I could do a 3-hour video on flashlights, but basically just something to help illuminate the night. That's all you really need. And even the worst flashlight is better than not having one. But these stick lights, can't recommend enough. They do really well. Like I said, I got one of them from Harbor Freight, one of them from Amazon. And the one thing I would look at is for USB-C charging, because that's what most of your stuff is now. And it makes it super convenient if all of your chargers can use the same port, because it makes it easier. You don't have to have multiple cables. All right, so the next item on the list is going to be swag. Basically, you know, I've got another YouTuber channel here. I'm sure if you follow my channel, you follow other channels as well. But any type of clothing, I mean, when I'm wheeling, I like to wear my Jeep stuff. So t-shirts, hats, hoodies, flip-flops, swim trunks. I mean, anything and everything that you can think of, they make with not only Jeep, but whatever you're into as far as especially vehicles. So that's always a good idea. Just, get sizes and make sure that, they might have a good exchange policy if it doesn't fit. But clothing, can't recommend enough as just a good gift for your off-roader. All right, everyone, we are at the last item that I would recommend for holiday shopping, and that is going to be some kind of bag. So this is my Jeep stuff bag. Throw whatever. Got a nice backpack. Basically, you've bought all of this stuff for them. Now they got to have something to put it in. And it's nice to have a bag that you can throw a bunch of this stuff in and go and grab, and keeps it one spot in the vehicle, and just makes it more convenient. Plus, when you go out, it always helps to have a bag to throw stuff in. So pretty simple on that. But I really do enjoy having a backpack, because like you said, I put all my stuff in, I know where it's at, pull it out, get what I need, put it back in, and keep things a little bit organized, or at least try to, on the trail. Alrighty, everybody, that is going to wrap up the video. So these were some thoughts that I had of items that might be beneficial to you if you're looking to buy for your off-roader this holiday season. So by no means is this an extensive list. It's just a few things that I thought, would help someone, especially if they're a new off-roader. And even if someone's been wheeling for a while, there might be an item or two that they haven't had a chance to get yet, and you could help them out. So as always, I appreciate you watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel grow with all the algorithm and YouTube and stuff. 428 subscribers, which is awesome. Still trying to get to 500 by the end of the year, so I can't do it without your help. Most of you are not subscribed on this channel, and that's okay. But those of you that see this, just go up, hit that bell icon. Doesn't cost you anything, takes 2 seconds, and it helps grow the channel. I appreciate you all, and we'll see you on the next adventure.